Hello guys, greetings. Welcome to Planet Alien here on YouTube. I'm Weird Little Alien coming to you from my spaceship. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't know. Anyways, I'm actually making a video that doesn't have to do with Riverdale. Like, Noelle, are you okay? Cause, no. Yeah, I'm weird, so get over it, you know? But yeah, I love the 100. I do. I really, really do. It's just, it was gone for so long, and I became so obsessed with Riverdale, and like, it's literally like a detective show. You're figuring things out as the show goes on. So I became so obsessed with Riverdale, even after it was done with, was over, and the 100 was back, and I could watch and stuff. I still am, fuck. I ain't gonna deny it. I still am so freaking obsessed with Riverdale. Like, you can't get enough of Riverdale. Like, there's so much stuff, like, I still want to talk about, like, what I hope to happen, like, things season 3, like, what's happening for season 3, what I think, there's just always something to talk about with the 100. So, or the 100, Riverdale. So, yeah, anyways, I'm finally making a Ranview of 508. I picked probably the best episode to finally start making these Ranviews, which I will say I did do it purposely. I've been wanting to make Ranviews of the 100 again. It's just I haven't been watching the episodes as much, so I was like, ugh, And then 508, I was like, I knew it was going to be like good Bellaric moments or like, just some good Bellaric content. And I was like, once I like saw, like, I got on Twitter and I started seeing things like the whole Octavia Bellamy thing, I was like, oh no, I have to watch this and I have to make a Ranview, and I'm so glad I did, because even without the Bellaric moment, it is fucking crazy. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry. When I knock something down that like has that is of religious value, like it has religious, it's for like religious purposes. I don't fucking know how to say it. Whenever I knock something down that is worshipped in certain religions, I always say sorry, because I don't know, I just, bad juju, I don't know, I feel sorry, like, I don't know, but, so that's why I said sorry. Okay, but I wrote this shit all down, because I didn't want to forget anything. Like, I remember most of it, but it's like, I didn't want to forget anything, because there was so much happening. First, let me say, alien vibes, because of the fucking worms. Oh my god. Like, okay, I'm sorry, but not sorry. I didn't feel bad for Cooper. Like, I will say this. That is the worst way to go out. Like, I did feel bad, and, like, no, I didn't feel bad. I just thought, like, well, how do you, like, I didn't feel bad for her death, but it's like, yeah, that is, like, one of the worst ways to go out. Like, oh my god. There were so many in her, so many. Oh my god. It makes me, every time I see that shit when they come out of the stomach, automatically I think of aliens. Except when I see it coming out of the stomach, I know they're worms, but like I imagine snakes because they're so big and long, and I'm just like, oh god, I can't do this. I'm out. But yeah, that was fucking sick. Like, oh god, what a horrible way to go. Like, I'm sorry, girl, but like, it had to be done, which didn't really matter because they have the eggs, which, I mean, smart. You're smart, you have this backup plan, you have these worms, but at the same time, it's like even Bellamy and Clark were saying, Clark said to Indra, yeah, but she could also destroy the valley with these worms, and it's like, that's the risk she's willing to take. And it's like, I understand surviving, but if you survive and there's nothing left surviving with you, how are you supposed to live? Just because you won the war doesn't mean shit when you have nowhere to call home, when you have nowhere to make your own food or anything like that, But the worms are so fucking gross. Oh my god. Like, oh god, when they came out of her stomach, that was so, like, man, I have to admit, like, out of all the seasons, I will say, like, the worms are, like, the best things incorporated in the 100s by far. Like, because every time, alien vibes, dude. That's what I get. I get alien movie vibes. Like, and when, like, oh, how many came out of her stomach? Oh my god. Like, it just, it grosses me out, dude. So yeah, sorry, Cooper. Also, another thing I want to say, fuck you, Nathan Miller. I hate him. Like, I was thinking, because, he arrested Clark, and first off, I've been thinking this since the season started. He's a little fucking bitch. Like, I understand you're in the bunker and all this stuff, and you're part of one crew now. But like even Bellamy said, so much for the 100. And it's like, yeah, bitch, you guys came down together. You're still alive mostly because of Bellamy and Clark. Oh, but no, let's forget about that because now you're part of one crew and you have no heart apparently, you asshole. Like, ugh, I don't care. You know, I understand. Like, I understand. He wants to be, he's one crew. You know, he was in this bunker for 6 years. He's part of one crew. He's done what he had to do. But still, he's a bitch to me. And, like, he just doesn't even care at all for arresting Clark and having her executed, because that's what Octavia wants to do. But it's like, he doesn't care at all. And I'm so glad Bellamy said something to him, because the whole time I was thinking, what a little fucking bitch. You might disagree with me, but Nathan, fuck, But yeah, I'm glad Bellamy said something. And then he's all like, Miller's like, what? And it's like, yeah, you heard him. Don't act like you fucking don't hear. You know it's true. Wow, dude. Like, I seriously hate that. Like, I'm not saying he's on his own, he couldn't survive, but he wouldn't have survived this long without Bellamy or Clark. So, yeah, try and remember that, you know, before you start going around arresting people who kept you alive for so long. Like, ugh, Nathan, whatever. I fucking am done with him, whatever. He can die for all I care. I don't even care anymore. I used to like him, don't like him anymore. Loop, blah, 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 blah. Octavia, oh my god. Okay, I want to save the Ballard part for last. Like, I want to get into some other parts. Let's get into the Abby part. Okay. So, Abby needed Raven's help, right? Which, okay, you know. Oh, first let me say this. Vincent, I don't know. Like, I know he's a serial killer and, like, he kept the hands and feet as, like, mementos from his victims. And I know that's really crazy and creepy and he could at any moment just snap and kill you. But I also find his character to be very intriguing. I like his character. Like, I like seeing scenes with his character. He's very intriguing and, like, quiet and, like, just like, I don't know. I just find him very intriguing. So I wanted to put that in there because, I don't know. I know some people might be like, what? He's a serial killer. And it's like, I know. But his character is so intriguing to me. Like, I don't know. I just like his character. And, like, I like the actor. The actor is really great at playing this character. Like, I don't know. He gives off these creepy vibes, but he seems nice sometimes. But then he's, like, like, I don't know. I like his character a lot. But the Abby thing. So Abby basically lied to Raven, you know, to get her to work with her. She said, oh, yeah, because Raven's like, did Diyoza threaten to hurt you if you didn't do this? And she said yes, which is a lie. She just threatened to not give you any more pills unless you did it, because Abby is an addict, which Raven then came to find out because she was completely knocked out from these pills she's been taking, which I still don't understand why, like, why didn't they do like Raven did last season when she, you know, went underwater and, you know, died for a minute and then came back out, you know? Like, why didn't they do the same to Abby? Maybe then her pain would go away because of the City of Light. Like, why haven't they done that to her yet? I understand maybe not enough time, but, like, is it, like, not something that's possible for Abby? Because it happened with Raven and worked, so I don't know why this wouldn't work. Maybe it's different, but I don't really think so. But, so Raven finds out that Abby instead was lying. She's not afraid at all. She just wants her pills because she's an addict. And so Raven goes to destroy the thing because she doesn't want to help these people. Now, okay, I want to say this. I like Diyoza. I said it. I did. I know. Okay, this episode, I don't know. With Kane, it's like she's a different person. And I'm not saying I ship her and Kane, like, I'm not going there. But with Kane, she's a different person. And like she even said, he gives her hope. And I thought that was really nice. Like, I mean, he has this whole thing set up in his head for this life that they could all live and be happy and can raise their children and, you know, grow their own food and just be happy and live in peace, because it doesn't always have to be war after war after war, you know? And and of course she is pregnant, which, I mean, of course I'm not exactly rooting for someone to kill her because she is pregnant, but I'm not rooting for anyone to kill her, period, because I really don't see her that bad. Like, I know at the beginning she came off really bad, and she has done really bad stuff in the past, which is why she was imprisoned and, you know, stuff like that. But seeing her this episode, I don't know. It just, I seen a new side of her, and I don't know, I just really liked her, and I started to see maybe I started to see she wanted something more. You know, she's not just looking for war. She just is looking for peace and somewhere to raise her child, you know, and not have to worry about another war starting, which I completely understand. And of course, when you're carrying a child, that's your first priority. You're thinking of, what can I do to make sure my child's safe? But I'm not saying that excuses anything she's done, like fucking blow them up and shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, this episode, I saw a different side of her, and with Kane, she's definitely a lot more relaxed in herself, I feel like, and I really like that, and I definitely did like Diyoza this episode, and I'm seeing more to her than we got to see at the beginning. I don't really think she's that bad of a person. I don't, you know. To be honest, I think Octavia's worse than her, like, no offense. But Octavia is, like, freaking ruthless. Like, my God, Octavia, like, I swear to God, like, is everything just kill people, kill people, kill people, kill people? You know what? Clark isn't even part of your Wong crew. So, bitch, if she fucking betrayed you, who gives a shit? Like, damn. Oh, and you care about Cooper. Who fucking who? You know? You didn't care about the others when you guys were stuck in the sandstorm. Oh, just leave their body, you know? Ugh, God, like, let me calm down. And then I want to read some stuff. Okay, so I wrote this down because I wanted to get it exactly right. But when Monty said, I don't want to be a killer, I don't want to take lives to save them. You know, he wants to just be a simple farmer, which I completely understand. And I would love for people to stop having to kill other people. But the reality of the situation is, this is the world you guys live in right now. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. I mean, yeah, they're going to stay back. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I have nothing against Monty or anything and them staying back. Like, that's his choice. I totally understand that. But it's like, I also think, like, you know, I don't think anybody really wants to be a killer, but you have to do what you have to do. And as much as you think it's not the right thing, it's the only way to possibly stop something bigger from happening, you know? And another thing, like, I loved is Clark's like, we're doing the right thing when they're about to kill Cooper. And Bellamy's like, keep saying that and maybe I'll believe you, you know, and something along those lines. And that's very true, you know, but it's like, and also I love when Monty was like, cause he was like, so, cause Clark's like, we're giving up her life to save hundreds, you know, and he's like, so why not Octavia? And it's like, no one says anything, and he's like, yeah, I thought so. And it's true, because it's like, I mean, Octavia would be like the goal here, like she would be the one to really take down and end it all, but you can't exactly do that. Plus Bellamy, his sister, I mean, he did, however, put her in a coma for a little bit, but she needed to be, okay? She's really, like, I don't know what it, like, she's really messed up in the heads. In those 6 years in the bunker, she has become messed up in the head. Like, I think she really does not think things through. She's just looking at killing people and getting what she wants. Killing people and getting what she wants. And I don't know. I think Bellamy, of course, did what he had to do in order to save Clark, because he loves her. Oh my God. I'm going to insert right here the clip of Bellamy and Octavia, and she's like, of course you're bargaining, oh wait, what'd she say? Oh, of course you're pleading for the life of a traitor who you love. And he says nothing. He just looks like he knows it's true. He did not deny it one bit. Oh my God. Do you understand how big this is? This is the biggest thing for Ballaric shippers. This is the biggest thing to happen since, like, their hug that happened, like, when, oh shit, we're in season 5. Okay, it happened in season 4, right? Yeah. Like, oh my God. Like, this is the biggest thing to happen for Ballaric since the beginning. Like, yeah, the other stuff that's happened was great, but we actually heard Octavia, who knows better than anyone, I mean, half the people know, shit, that Bellamy loves Clark, and he didn't deny it, nothing. Bellamy loves Clark. Clark obviously loves Bellamy. That's a given. We all saw how she was when she saw him and Echo. We all know how that went and stuff like that. She's, you know, was jealous. But to actually hear Octavia say the words, who pleading for a traitor who you love, and then him to not say anything and just look like, it's like, oh my God. Like, I know it's a small, like, it might seem small, but it's not. It's a big thing. Like, just to actually hear, not from one person, but from two people. Because, like, her saying it and then him not denying it one bit, and then poisoning her, like, putting her in a coma so he could save Clark. Like, the whole episode, people are like, kill Octavia. And he's like, no, kill Octavia. And he's like, bitch, no, kill Octavia. And he's like, bitch, no, Octavia. I'm going to kill Clark. All right, Bellamy. All right, time to poison my sister. She's going to kill Clark. Can't let that happen. Like, dude. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't hear it enough. Who you love. Who you love. Who you love. Oh my God. I just love it. Oh my God. Like, he didn't deny, like, this is such a big thing for us. Like, like, okay. Anyways, another thing I want to talk about is Murphy and Raven. Okay. Like, am I the only one who thinks Murphy's in love with Raven? Like, I know, like, him and Amori still have feelings for each other, I guess, you know, even though I have no problem with Amori, to be honest. I don't. I like her way more than Echo, let's be honest. Like, I don't, like, to be honest, I've never really liked Amori, but this season so far, I don't mind her as much, you know, because she is helping, and she's, like, part of the group now, and I like that, you know. It's, instead of her feeling like she has to go against them, she's with them, you know. Echo, however, nah. I don't care if you're nice to Raven or not. Nah, nah. But anyways, so yeah, Murphy and Amori. So yeah, they're kind of just like, I don't know, you know, she feels like right now he's the John Murphy she fell in love with, but eventually he'll be back to the John Murphy that she doesn't like, which, you know what, whatever, don't believe in him. I do. I believe in my John Murphy, okay? Like, whenever McCurry said, I should have killed you when I had the chance, and he's like, yeah, I'm hard to kill, and I'm like, never has it been more true. Like, dude, Murphy is the hardest person to kill. How many times has he almost got killed and he's still alive? Like, I love it. If they ever kill John Murphy, it would be such a disservice to the show. I'm just saying, you can't, not John Murphy, you can't. I fucking love him. Love, love, love him. But no, I 100% think Murphy's in love with Raven. Like, I can't be the only one. I know people ship them, but I really think he's in love with Raven. Because I understand, oh, we gotta survive. But why getting Raven, like, he's so hell-bent on getting Raven to survive. But it's like, why do they need Raven to survive? You know, why just Raven? Like, I think he just really cares about Raven and wants to save her. Like, I truly think Murphy is 100% in love with Raven. Like, I don't think maybe he knows it yet or what, but I feel like he is. Like, I was waiting for Amori to say, like, you clearly just want to, like, I was waiting for her to say something about, like, what, do you have feelings for Raven because you're so hell-bent on saving her? Because they kept saying, like, oh, we got to save Raven, we got to survive and stuff, but it's like, why Raven? And, like, why her of all people? Like, you need to survive, you know, like, I guess because she is an engineer, but I think there's more to it. I mean, I think Murphy and Raven have grown close, and I think he's kind of secretly in love with her, has feelings for her, and I wouldn't be surprised if she has feelings for him. Like, I need some more Murphy and Raven scenes. But all I'm saying is this episode, when he kept saying, like, okay, here's another one. Now, this is the big one. Whenever McCurry was like, ooh, I could use someone like you on my crew to Murphy, and Murphy's just not even caring, you know? And then McCurry's like, I could help you get Raven back. And as soon as he hears that, Murphy, he turns around and is suddenly very interested in this plan. As soon as McCurry mentions Raven. Now, tell me that doesn't mean something. Come on. He has to be in love with her, have feelings. I know there's feelings there. Like, please let them get together. Please. Please. Also, okay, Shaw. Now, man, okay, like, oh my God. Like, this is so complicated because, like, I've seen Diyoza in a new light, so I'm kind of, like, she doesn't like McCurry, and I don't like him either. Like, he's like a loose cannon. He's not someone you can trust, which she clearly knows this. And, like, I hope he's killed, you know, because I hope he doesn't do anything to her because I'm kind of getting protective over her now. Like, don't judge me, okay? I like her now. Like, she'll do something that might piss me off, but I like her for now, you know? And she is pregnant, so let's, like, care a little more. But, no. she clearly knows how loose of a cannon here he is, which he is. I mean, I wouldn't want him anywhere near me or on my team. I wouldn't trust him one bit, to be honest. I wouldn't. Because he had no problem putting a bullet in that one guy's head who was his friend. Oh, hold on. My stupid thing came on. What the fuck? Cancel. Okay. Right. So Shaw is the only one. Why he's still alive is because he's the only one who can pilot the ship. You know, Dioza's ship and stuff. So, of course, that's why he's alive. Now, Echo wanted to kill him, which I was like, fuck you, Echo. Don't touch him. I swear to God. Because I like Shaw. And he's in this position because of you guys. Because he wanted to do the right thing. So, fuck you, Echo. I don't even like you. So, don't touch him. And Raven's totally against it. And then told him about it. Which, yes. But then, after... Oh, yeah, because I forgot to mention this when I was talking about Abby and Raven. When Raven tried to destroy what she had just helped Abby with, Abby decides to fucking shock the shit out of her because she's an addict and the pills are all she cares about. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're an addict. You're not sorry. You just want your pills. No, she probably is sorry, but she needs her pills. She wants her pills. She's a fucking addict. And as long as she's doing what Dioza and them need her to do, she's getting her pills. It's as simple as that. Like, it is. Like, right now, I'm kind of really hating Abby, to be honest. Like, I understand she's an addict, and it's not that I'm judging her for that. It's just I don't like who she's becoming, especially what she did to Raven. I mean, that was just really shitty, dude. Like, really shitty over pills. But that's an addict for you, man. Like, she is an addict. And that's why Kane is so against Dioza keep giving her pills, because she's feeding the addiction. But it's the only way to get what she needs out of Abby, you know? So, but she's an addict. So, yeah, she shocked her, like, fucking crazy to where the point they had to drag her into the room and put her on the bed and stuff. Like, she was pale and sweaty. And that's when she decides to tell Echo that, because Echo's like, you'll be happy to know I didn't kill that pilot of yours. And then she's like, we can't let Dioza win. Just promise me one thing. He won't suffer. And I'm like, no, Raven. Like, I don't know. Like, okay. It's like, I'm not on Octavia's side. I'm not on Dioza's side. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know who's in the right, who's worse. Is it Octavia, Dioza? Like, who's going to go farther to get what they want? And who's going to, you know, I don't know. Dioza and them have some pretty badass fucking weapons. So, you know, they might have worms, but they have some pretty fucking badass weapons. And they're so stupid, though. The worm things, if you release them into the village to get into all them, Dioza and their people, you are going to destroy the village as well. So you're going to have, or the valley, I'm calling it village, but the valley. So you're literally giving up the only place to live in order to win a war. Like, why can't you guys just live in peace? But I can't believe that Raven is now for killing Shaw. Like, I understand. I do understand. Like, you're trying to stop this war from happening, and you figure, okay, he is the only one who can pilot the ship. And if you kill him, they're losing a vital piece of their group, of their plan. Because without him, no one to pilot the ship. But it's like, I feel bad for Shaw. Like, I mean, I don't know if he dies for sure. Like, I guess we'll wait and see if he's actually killed, which Echo would go through with it with no problem. But, like, I felt, like, to hear her say that, I was like, what? No. Like, this episode had me so fucking, like, crazy. Like, everyone's just, like, doing crazy shit. Like, I like Shaw. And, like, he is a good guy. And, like, I feel like he is going to die. Like, Echo is going to kill him. Like, I could just see him getting stabbed. Like, not expecting it, all of a sudden he gets stabbed in the front or the back. Like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But it makes sense, because without him, you know, who's going to fly the ship? But Raven's an engineer, so who's to say they couldn't have her fly the ship? I'm just saying, she might be able to do it. So, by killing him, they might just use you instead. But yeah. Oh, I love Indra, sorry. I love Indra. Like, I really do love her. She could easily, like, because, I mean, Bellamy and Clark took a risk by, you know, involving Indra in their plans, basically, to kind of take down Octavia and what she was doing. But even Indra knew that they needed to do it. They needed to put an end to these worms because, I mean, she's not thinking clearly. By unleashing these worms, you could destroy the only place viable to live. And then what? Oh, you guys are all alive from this war, but you have nowhere to live. So what's the point, you know? And it's true. She's not thinking clearly. She's not really thinking like a leader should, you know? She's just thinking like a fucking dictator, which she honestly is. She's more a dictator than I think Diyoza is, to be honest. Like, she really is. But, and Indra, like, I mean, she could have easily, like, gave up Bellamy and Clark and told Octavia they're talking about taking down Cooper, they're talking about you. But instead, she didn't, because she knew that taking down Cooper was probably the best way to go, because these worms were not a good idea. But she also didn't know that they had the eggs already in the rover, so unfortunately the worm thing was, even though it happened, it didn't matter because they still have the eggs, so they still have the worms, which, ugh, they're so gross. Ugh. Anyways. But yeah, Indra's been really good, like, especially when she was helping Kane escape. Like, I love Kane and Indra's friendship. I love it so much. I love when she was helping Kane escape, and of course Abby got to escape too. She was helping Abby escape and Kane, you know. And I really love that. And then her, you know, not telling on Bellamy and Clark. And then her going along with it. Oh, I heard the screams, but I couldn't make it in time, you know. It's just like, I love Indra. Like, thank God for her. Like, she could have easily gave them up, but she didn't. But, like, I'm still, like, on Miller. Because I just can't believe Miller. Like, I understand you were in a bunker with these people for 6 years. But your dad gave up his life so you could live. And this is how you want to live? By helping execute the one person who's basically kept you alive since the beginning. I mean, not recently, but since the beginning, Clark and Bellamy has been the one to keep the 100 who came down alive. And that is the truth. And it's like, I understand 6 years in a bunker is a long time, but the loyalty is completely gone. He's just totally Wonkru, and I hate him. Like, honestly, I hate him. Like, I don't like Miller at all. I understand his, like, reasoning, but I still would not be like him, even if it was 6 years in a bunker. I mean, you would have some moral compass in you, but clearly that's no longer there. And I'm so glad Bellamy called him out. Like I said, like, that was just epic. And then Octavia's like, don't threaten don't threaten one of my crew or whatever. And it's like, he wasn't threatening him. He was telling him the truth. Like, he's a little pussy bitch is what he should have said. Like, I freaking hate Miller, like, whatever. But yeah, Maddie doesn't know that they're trying, well, now that Octavia's in a coma, I don't know if they'll still go through with the execution of Clark, because, you know, she's in a coma, and also, I mean, they're not going to kill Clark. Also, Bellamy did this to save Clark, so therefore he is going to save her. But it's like, Maddie's her second in command, and I hate it. I hate how, like, I don't want Maddie to become like a mini Octavia. I don't want her to look up to Octavia and be like, this is who I should be. Like, no offense, but I don't want her to. And it's like, I see Maddie with Octavia, and she, like, is so happy and looks up to her, and I'm like, Maddie, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no, like, go back with Clark. This is not what you want to be part of. But clearly, I guess she does, because, I mean, she seems like she's all for it. But, I mean, she definitely wouldn't be for the execution of Clark, which that's why Octavia said she will find out after everything's done and they go to the valley, and by that time it will be too late and she'll deal with it then and stuff. But it's like, it's just like, it's sick to begin with. Like, she's a little kid. She should not even be, like, front and center in this war. Like, not at all. Like, even if she is a warrior, it's like, no. Like, she's a fighter, I mean, but, like, that, she's a little kid. She should not be front and center. And I hate her with Octavia. Like, I don't want her to become a mini Octavia. And I can't wait till, you know, Maddie gets separated from Octavia and goes back with Clark, who she should be with. Like, I really hope if, like, it came down to it, I really hope she would go back with Clark instead of choosing to stay with Octavia. But, of course, like I said, Octavia is in the coma. So, we'll see what happens next episode, which isn't until July 10th. You know, the writers are so fucking smart. Not smart, but, you know, they're sly. They give us great Valaric content, and then they're like, all right, you gotta wait like 2 weeks, a week for the new episode. And it's like, awesome. Yeah, awesome. It's like, I got this, I love you, you know, I heard this, I love you Valaric moment, but it's like, all right, so I'll wait till July 10th to see what happens next. No, it's just, yeah, that is, like, that's a big moment, dude. You can't deny that was a big moment. Like, this is a moment that will go down in history. Like, he did not deny he was in love with her. Octavia, even said it, because it is the truth. Literally everyone in the fucking world could see it. Everyone. I mean, damn, they could meet a person for a day, and that person at the end of the day would be like, are you guys ever going to get together? Because, like, I would think you're already together. Like, really. But, yeah, God, the 100, God, this was such a good episode. Like, I can't wait for what's next. Like, I'm just so torn because I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I guess I'm just team Bellamy and Clark, you know? I guess I'm just on their side. When it comes down to it, I'm on the side of Bellamy and Clark, which are usually go hand in hand. So I'm on the side of Bellamy and Clark. Because I like Diyoza now, but it's not, that doesn't mean I trust her. And Octavia, I don't like her character this season at all. And I definitely don't trust her. And I think she just everything for her is just kill, kill, kill. You know, it's like, not everything can be resolved with killing someone or everyone, you know? Like, I mean, I think Diyoza does want peace for her baby, you know? And I think that would be nice. Like, why can't you know, maybe there doesn't need to be a war. Maybe they can get peace. Maybe they can just surrender. But it's like, Octavia doesn't want to even think about surrendering because, what, it'll make you look weak? But it's like, if it means that your people get to survive and her people get to survive and you guys get to live in harmony in the only viable place on Earth, wouldn't you want that? But then again, you can't trust people like that. Diyoza can't trust Octavia to keep her word. Octavia can't trust Diyoza to keep her word. I mean, I was surprised when Bellamy said he made a deal with, Diyoza, and then, of course, you know, that's whenever he had poisoned her and she goes into the coma. He didn't kill her, but he poisoned her and put her in the coma, which is good. That is good. So by the time she wakes up, they'll be in the valley and shit. But, yeah, like, God, this episode was so good. I just don't know where I stand. Like, I'm honestly just Bellamy and Clark right now. Like, I'm just right on, I'm with them. That's where I'm at. I don't really know what to fucking think, who to trust. Of course, I don't know. I mean, I see this hope, like she said, in Diyoza's eyes. So I see that, and I think, you know, there could be peace. But then, I don't know, you know, you have McCreary, and he's not the type for peace, and you have Octavia, but even though she's in a coma, it's still like she has these people who would do anything for her, including killing people and doing whatever needs to be done. So it's like, it makes me nervous. But anyways, yeah, I'm right now just with Bellamy and Clark. That's who I'm with. I'm with Bellamy and Clark. I'm neutral. I don't fucking know what to do. Like, I'm with Bellamy and Clark. I just want peace. I just want to live in harmony, that kind of stuff. Like, if we don't need to go to war, then we shouldn't have to go to war. But now that McCreary's back, it's not good. Like, God damn, it's really not good. Like, he's gonna mess shit up. He really is. Like, and he better not try and kill Diyoza. Like, damn, I became attached to her this episode. And because she's pregnant, too. Like, it's not just the pregnancy thing that plays a part in it, but I seen a different side of her, like I said, and the hope in her. And I don't know. I believe in her, and I really want that for her and her child. I don't know. I do. I mean, yeah, she's not the greatest person in the world, but nobody is. Nobody is in this world. I mean, everyone has to kill at some point. And even before this world, she wasn't a good person. But it doesn't matter. In the end, it shouldn't affect her child. I mean, Jesus, her child did nothing. But, yeah, so McCreary being back is not a good thing at all. Like, I don't know. I don't think that was a good idea, having Murphy and Amori brought in as prisoners. I don't know if I think that was a good idea or not, because I don't really see that going down the way they want it to. Maybe it does, but I don't know yet. Like, so many crazy shit's happening, and, like, I can't with Nathan Miller. I can't with Abby. I mean, this show is just so good. I love it. I love it. I can't wait till 509. Like, oh my God. The 100. Bellamy and Clark. Bellamy and Clark. They love each other, love each other. Because we already know she loves him. We know that. But now we definitely know he loves her. Oh, who's Echo? Echo who? You mean Clark? Yeah, Clark. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just love that. I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, that was my Ranview of 508 of the 100.